happy Webtoon Wednesday. I am sick, so let me apologize for that in advance. Today I'm going to be talking about the Webtoon called Death is the Only Ending for the Villainess. Now, this has also actually been written as a novel, so this is someone's visual adaptation of the novel. Sorry. So, I think the artwork is really well done. I really enjoy the storyline. I think it's very interesting. This is kind of one of those, it's not a reincarnation one, it's one of the video game ones. So you start out where you are following this girl and she's playing this video game where you have a total of 5 different love interests that you can possibly be with. In the game that she's playing, before she gets sucked into the game, okay? So the game she's playing is you can play as the long lost daughter, and it's super easy that way. It's not hard, it's easy to get achievements, it's easy to get, love percentages from one of these 5 guys or all of the 5 guys. It's very, very simple. But in the game on the phone, what you could do, or what our main female character did, is she decided to play as the Villainess, whose name is Penelope. Now, as she plays through Penelope, you die. It's super easy to die. If someone's love interest in you or just love for you goes below a certain percentage, you die. If you answer someone incorrectly, you die. So she's tried over and over and over again, and she cannot win as Penelope. She keeps dying, not very far into it, she dies, right? So she's really frustrated, she's really mad, she goes to bed, and when she wakes up as Penelope. Penelope, she is our main female character, and she's in the game. Unfortunately, for a certain bit of time, she cannot say anything. So she has what she's thinking in her brain, but what she says and what her body does is basically out of control. So for example, in game, or she's in the game, but she's in Penelope's body, and a maid will bring you or bring her this bowl of really gross looking food, and you get the option to, I'm sorry, I'm saying you, she gets the option to throw the bowl in the maid's face or eat it, and she eats it. So she is very careful because she's played through as Penelope. She knows what she has to do in order to survive, because if she dies, she doesn't know if she's going to be dead in real life too. She doesn't know if this is her only life. She has no idea what's going to happen to her, or if she's going to be able to start over again. So she's very careful with how she answers things. And once she gets past a certain point, she can actually choose to not have just the automated responses, and that she can basically have free will. So she chooses that. It's almost like a weight is lifted off her shoulders, because she can talk freely, she can move freely, she can make choices, and it's so much better for her this way. Now, aside from trying to survive in this game, Penelope has been adopted into this family, and she knows, the female, our main character, who is inside Penelope's body, she knows that the real daughter to Penelope's adopted father, she is going to be coming back into this game, or into the house, or the life. She's going to be found and remerged with everyone, or she's going to come back into the picture. So Penelope is making her way, or she's laying bricks, she's laying a foundation down to make sure that her dad knows that she does care for him. She's trying to get on his good side, so she doesn't get kicked out of the house, she doesn't get killed, or any of these bad things happen. Now, her older adopted brothers, in Penelope's mind, hate her, okay? And to an extent they do, but I definitely think like the younger of the two brothers does have feelings for her, like likes her. This is the youngest of the two brothers of the family that she's adopted into. And he's just kind of awkward about it. Like he's very immature, and like the area of love, I guess, is like the best way to phrase it. And then the older brother is just kind of like an a-hole. But I think he's kind of confused. One of Penelope's older adopted brothers, he's the oldest one out of the two. Like, I think he likes her and he finds her attractive, but at the same time, I think he doesn't want to feel that way. So I think a lot of that is projected onto Penelope. So those two are actually two possible love interests for Penelope. Now, a third one is a prisoner or like a slave from a foreign country. Now, this dude is awesome. I didn't want to go digging for his picture because I don't remember what chapter he gets introduced in, but he is like, I don't want to be like an assassin, but he is like a super duper good warrior. He's awesome. I know that Penelope's kind of like unsure whether or not he's going to become like bad and like kill her when she releases him. Her hope right now is that the slave, that she can get his love interest to like 100%. That way she can live and like escape with him and not die to either of her brothers, the Marquise, or the crazy prince. Now the prince, I personally love the prince. This is the crown prince. Personally, he's one of my favorites. The prince is a great warrior. He's kind of like, not cynical's not the right word, but he's kind of got like that dark humor that I love personally in real life. And he's just funny. Like, even though he's like a bad guy, or, you know, not very nice, or however you want to phrase it, like Penelope views him as being like the worst of the worst, and I don't see him being the worst of the worst. I like the prince. I think he's like one of my favorites. So the prince is the option. The other one who's an option is the Marquise. This is a Marquise, and the Marquise is actually a wizard, and he's basically in hiding. Like, he's publicly out there as the Marquise, but he's in hiding. He's hiding the fact that he's a wizard. Okay. So far, the story is basically about just Penelope surviving through the game simulator and trying to get a love interest up to 100% so she can survive and escape that way. Season 1 is complete. To my knowledge, Season 2 has not been released yet. I think the artist is taking a break for a little bit just to like probably recover and relax a little bit. I like this story a lot. I would highly recommend it. If you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. I'm going to go rest now. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.